So if you want to get a bolt or nut out of a socket that got stuck in there, I mean really stuck, I made this. You need a air chisel. Any old cheap one will do. I ground this down in this case, and you don't have to do it this way. My OCD made me want to get all this nice and straight, but I took a little socket, stuck it on there, welded it on, and then this is like a 5/16 piece of rod. I don't even know what it's from. It doesn't matter. You want to make sure this is long enough to go up inside all the way to the end of a deep well. This works best on 1/2-inch drive, but it will work on most 3/8, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I just welded it all up, did a little grinding there. You could just simply take the rod and put it on, if you got an old expendable bit, you could just run it right up the side. It don't have to be straight. I mean, as long as you can get up in your socket on the square drive part. And that's the whole trick to this, and I'll show you. Okay, so I took an 18mm socket. I don't know if you can see that. I hope so. And I pounded a lug nut into it. And I'll show you what I had to do. Okay, now the lug nut is actually, if it wasn't too stuck in there, you just took it off an old car or something, and it's the cover type, it might work, but a lot of times if it's super stuck, like I purposely stuck this one, I purposely exaggerated it to show you the tool and how it works. It'll punch a hole through the thin metal on the end of it. So what you got to do on a nut that gets stuck, you simply find a bolt that'll jam in there. In this case, it's a little bit loose, and that's fine, because you got to fill that end hole. Otherwise, it's just not going to hit anything. Okay. Now, if you had a bolt head in there, you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, it's going to hit it and punch her right out. Even if you break one off, I mean, it don't matter how stuck it's in there, she's going to come out. And yes, there's a million videos, people throwing them on the ground and all that stuff. I don't want to mess with that. I've seen people do it for 5-10 minutes. I've seen people putting them in vices trying to get things out for 10-15 minutes. And this was in a shop environment. Who's got time for all that? So, for example, if you was in a shop, you know, have the damn thing sitting beside you. I mean, you're taking off old rusty stuff. You're running into that constantly, getting them stuck in there. So here's how she works. So I hope I can convey this. And there we go. Easy peasy. Now we'd have thrown that on the floor for till the cows came home. Now I don't think she'd have come out because she was in there. So that's what I come up with. I just wanted to share it with everybody. I hope it can help you. See you next time.